Well, good morning everybody. Hello and welcome to Sunningdale Golf Club. And what a day it's going to be. Yes, it's the semi-finals and final of the iconic Sunningdale Foursomes. Traditionally, since 1934, the Sunningdale Foursomes has marked the start of the golf season in Europe. Winter has gone, spring is here, and today we're going to have a pair of champions. Who is it going to be? Well, we're going to find out throughout the course of today. However, we do think a storm is coming. Rain might be on the way. So hence the reason why we're started so early. The original plan was to get started around about 9:30. As you can see, an 8 a.m. start instead. First group are just approaching the tee. Before we do that though, if you never come into contact with Sunningdale Foursomes or just want to find out a little bit more about what the Sunningdale Foursomes is, Sophie Walker came up a couple of years ago and recorded this wonderful piece to tell us a little bit more about the Sunningdale Foursomes.
Sunningdale Foursomes is always played in March, and you can be a male professional or amateur and a female professional or amateur. Now the male pros play off +1, the amateurs play off scratch, the women pros play off 2 handicap, and the amateur women play off 4 handicap. All of us play off the very back tees here at Sunningdale, so we're playing it nearly as long as we possibly can. Now the old course is generous to people that don't hit it as far as me, but the new course is very long. You play 1 round on the old and 1 round on the new on the Tuesday, and then once you get through there, everything's on the old course. So you'll start off with 2 rounds on the Tuesday and 1 on the Wednesday, or vice versa, and then you're going into 36-hole match play all the way through to the final.
Right, here we are at the first tee, first group up. It is Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen taking on Hewson and Ben Brewer just behind us, as you can see. So almost time to go now. In the second group, we have Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley, 2 England golf players. I'm delighted to say we've got a very special guest joining us, a man who's no stranger to the camera. In fact, he joined us last year at the English Under-18 Championship. It is Lottie, Woad's coach and head pro at Farnham Golf Club. It is, of course, the one, the only. The boys are back in town. It's Luke Bone. Here he is. Luke, how are you doing? It's great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
Thank you for joining us and getting up so early today.
Oh, no problem at all. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Sunningdale Foursomes, you're local, you're Farnham. It's a big event, isn't it? Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's been running for a number of years. I mean, it's the board's in the bar there where we just had 1934. Yeah, there's some famous names on there. It's a unique event in the way that the handicapping system is run. I was lucky enough to caddy for the girls on Wednesday. The course is looking superb. Yeah, such a prestigious event, and I'm glad to be here.
Now we are hearing that rain, heavy rain, could be coming later today. Hence the reason why we're up so early. Is that going to be on the players' minds a little bit because they're a bit concerned about getting it done?
Yeah, I think the starting it early was the right call. I've got a feeling they might almost just go straight back to the first tee if the matches finish relatively quickly. Yeah. Try and get in front of most of the rain.
I spoke to Adam, actually, the general manager here, and he said, you never know, we might be back out for the final at 11 a.m. I think it might be a bit optimistic.
Got to run between shots. I'm playing a bit of speed golf this year, actually. So,
look, we've got the chaps on the first tee, and I wonder if we might be able to listen in, actually. It is almost time to go, of course, on the old course here at Sunningdale. The very first hole match play, of course.
Yes.
Different sort of mindset, isn't it? Especially when you've got a teammate to play with.
Yeah, it's in foursomes as well, where it's alternate shots. You're conscious that you don't want to leave your partner anything too dodgy, especially on the putting green. That's normally where you can see a lot more putts lagged up than aggressive, I see. But yeah, you can be, you're playing the person as well as the course in match play, and that's what I always like to see.
I'm just going to see if I can grab a quick word. Can I just take that? Sorry, we have a good friend. How you doing, buddy? You're right. I just want to grab this young man here, if I may. Unfortunately, he's wearing a Nottingham Forest hat. Now you've been here a few days. What does it feel like to be in the semi-finals of the Sunningdale Foursomes?
Yeah, it's good. It's a great tournament. It's first time here. It's exciting.
It's gone pretty well then, hasn't it, so far? Now you've obviously been playing a lot of golf over the last few days. Yeah. You and your playing partner know the track very well. Yeah. Is there a particular game plan, or you just know exactly what you're doing?
Well, I've been carried by my partner, so yeah. Hopefully Alice can pull it out again today. So. I'll just try and hold a few putts and see how it goes. Yeah.
Those sorts, best of luck anyway. I'm going to grab Luke back.
Good morning everyone and welcome to the first semi-final of the Sunningdale Foursomes. Today we have Paul Hendriksen from Ivy Bridge and Jimmy Ruth from China Fleet playing Ben Brewer and Alice Hewson. Lincoln and Centurion.
So here we go. Semi-final gets underway. So Luke, I take it you've played here a few times, have you?
Yeah, I actually had the good fortune of playing with Lottie, her sister, and another one of the England golf squad members, Olivia Lee, because Lottie, as you know, won the Critchley Salver here last year, and off the back of that was offered a 4-ball, so I was kindly invited. So played on the old, yeah, learnt a few things.
So what are we expecting first hole here, Sunningdale Old?
Par 5 into the wind today, not as windy as it was the last couple of days. It's a gettable hole, pretty straight as you see it off the tee.
So here we go.
Yeah, that's about perfect, just fading off to the middle. Yeah, it's a great shot.
Ben Brewer here, just spoke to him, Forest fan. A little bit left.
Let's just tug down the left-hand side. There's a bit of heather there, but I'm not sure it'll reach that.
Right, we are going to follow this group down. Let's get the buggy. Chaps.
Hi.
Hiya, you alright? Morning. Thank you. So here we are walking down the first. Luke, what did you make of the opening tee shot? So a few nerves, do you think?
Yeah, look, well, there's always nerves on something in an event like this. The shot from Jimmy there down the middle, absolutely perfect, pretty much split the fairway. Second tee shot's just been pulled a bit. I don't think it's going to reach the really thick stuff, but it might just make them consider their layup for the second shot.
It's been a long journey to get to this point. I often wonder, certainly for Lottie and Rachel coming up next, two young girls, they've had some tough matches along the way, of course, but mindset. You still must feel you've got a long way to go. How do you stay in it? You've had the first round, the second round, the third round, the fourth round, the quarterfinals. Now you're into the semis. You've got to play 2 rounds at least. Well, you've got to play 2 rounds today if you want to win. How do they keep going?
I think it comes down to process. All these players in the semi-finals, and anyone who comes to this event is a pretty serious golfer normally, and they don't think about it like that. It's the old adage of one shot at a time, but when you witness them actually doing it, they really do just stay in the moment. They treat each shot as it comes, and don't get ahead of themselves. You can, there's no other way to do it other than that, especially when you've got such a long haul.
Yeah.
How many rounds will it be in total once they're complete? It's like 7 rounds, isn't it, in 4 days? That's a lot of golf. Although it is foursomes, so the alternative shots does mean you actually probably you're not spending as much energy.
No, absolutely. So we are underway here at Sunningdale, the semi-finals of the Sunningdale Foursomes, the iconic Sunningdale Foursomes. Traditionally, it's always marked the start of the golf season here in Europe. And it's a lovely morning. It's a bit cold, but we are expecting treacherous weather a little bit later, which could liven things up, certainly. But we're no strangers to wet weather here in the UK, are we, Luke?
No, I'm sure you've been drenched a few times doing this job, Ian.
More than once. Of course, there's a handicap breakdown here as well, isn't there? We'll bring you more on that throughout the course of the rounds too. Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer in front of you, playing alongside Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen. first semi-final. Lottie, Woad, Rachel, Gourley teeing off just behind. We'll catch up with them afterwards. Par 5 to begin with here at Sunningdale. It's quite windy down here.
Yeah, that's just carried the header there. It's in prime position now.
It's a nice shot. So Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen nicely on the fairway for a tee shot. Now, if you do have a question at all, please do get them in. We can see them. So if you do have a question, we want to hear from you. Do comment below. This is your show here today. We'll be bringing you as much of the semi-finals as possible, and hopefully every single shot of the final too. Arrow straight, Luke. What do you make of that?
He's played a low stinging draw into that pin. Oh, it's a perfect shot. It's about pin high, just left of the pin. Must have been a 200-yard shot, but he's played it low, so it ran in. It's very good.
Why can't I do that, Luke?
Well, you haven't had any lessons with me, Ian. That's probably why.
We did say last year, actually, of course, those just tuning into this, hello everybody, welcome. We broadcast with England Golf as well, and we bought the English Under-18 Championship from Luke's course Farnham last year, and we did promise a game. You had to give me about 22 shots though, didn't you, I think?
Yes, and that's just the front nine.
It's just the first 3 holes, I think.
I've just checked that the Alice and Ben get 4 shots.
Right.
Their first one being on the next hole, the second hole.
So Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard taking on Lottie, Woad, Rachel, Gourley. They're in the next group coming. We're going to stick with this group for a little bit longer though, and then we are going to stay down at the first. We'll probably watch them tee off at 2, and then watch the second semi-final come down the first here at Sunningdale. It's a real treat. If you are in the local area, spectators are allowed. Do come down. Do come down. I can tell you the broadcast is on in the clubhouse too, so if you don't want to venture out and get wet, just have a drink in the clubhouse and watch it.
Perfect.
As we said though, please, if you do have a question, we do want to hear from you. Put it to Luke Bone. He's the head pro up at Farnham Golf Club. Lottie Woad's coach is joining us right now, so if you please do get your questions in. Ask some really difficult ones as well. When I asked Luke to come back, I'm amazed he said yes, actually.
Yeah, it was short notice as well. I've had to
it was
rearrange
last night,
my whole
wasn't it?
day's worth of coaching.
It was last night, yeah. So, well,
it's my pleasure. I'd love to see you in the semi-final anyway. I would have probably made those arrangements anyway.
So semi-final number 1 on the way. This is the first hole here at Sunningdale, par 5 to begin with. It's the semi-finals of the iconic Sunningdale Foursomes. Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer teaming up.
It was a good shot to get there actually from where she was in the rough. Left Ben a pretty straightforward pitch chip up the green.
So here we go, Ben Brewer. What can he do from here? What's in his hand, Luke?
Yeah, he played it quite low. There's nothing really to go over. I think it's the right sort of play. Just release a bit more. 10 foot under the hole.
How do you think he's feeling about that? Probably wanted a bit more.
He won't be happy with it, but he's just given Alice a putt for the birdie. It's just down to what the other two can do now. Quite a long putt looks like from the back of the green.
So So it's Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen up now.
It's Jimmy the putt. He's just over the back of the green there. You can see that it just rolls off.
It was arrow straight, wasn't it, from the fairway?
That's a great putt.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Oh, that was very, very close to the left edge there, wasn't it? I'm assuming that will be given. Yeah.
Yeah. So pressure now.
Yeah. First hole, already got some drama.
That's what we like. It's why we love the game, though, don't we? As I said before, if you are just tuning in the weather forecast down here at Sunningdale, it might look glorious now, and it is. It's going to deteriorate quite rapidly as the day progresses, though, so hence the reason we're out at 8 a.m. Just taking the time. It's Alice Hewson to putt, and she's got to make it.
Just on the left side there.
So, early drama. Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen take an early lead. We're going to go to 2, watch them tee off, and then we'll come back to 1 and catch Lottie and Rachel in their semi-final. So, perfect start for the 2 chaps. They're on their way. So we'll head to the second tee now. So we just walk down. As we said, if you're in the area, do come down. Spectators are allowed. Although the weather is going to deteriorate quite rapidly. But that's part of the game, that's part of the sport. It would be typical though. It's been a glorious week all week, hasn't it? Sun's been shining. It's almost been t-shirt weather almost.
Yeah, the wind's been up. Bit of a bite to the wind. But once you get past sort of 11 o'clock lunchtime, it really did warm up on the first few days, didn't it?
So tell us about the challenges around Sunningdale Old, Luke.
It's about positioning yourself off the tee. It's actually, I think, it's actually a relatively gettable course. You know, a lot of these players are going to be hitting it. Don't need necessarily hit driver everywhere. For me, it's the greens that is where it's won or lost. For this time of year, they're absolutely pure, and there's some pretty steep slopes on a few holes. So you know, keeping the right side of the hole in your approach is probably the biggest factor around here.
Excellent stuff. So second hole, very inviting fairway, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it suits a draw. It looks like you can go up the right-hand side, but actually it cambers off. And so you've actually got to take it relatively tight to the heather on the left-hand side if you can. A little tight on the left, it's just got carried. Oh, it's perfect now. Absolutely perfect. If you can make it past the road that cuts across this fairway, then you're in great position for your second shot. Blind second shot over the hill.
It's public land as well, isn't it? So anybody can walk through, and it is quite a walk. Just to pop up on a afternoon.
Wonderful. It's golfing paradise and walking paradise as well.
So here is Alice Hewson.
Another good shot. Yeah, perfect position, straight down the middle.
Fantastic stuff. Well, I can tell you, Luke, it is now 8:15, so that means semi-final 2 is literally just about to tee off. So we are going to head back to the first. and we'll catch a little bit of the action here. So, you're obviously very close to Lottie.
Yes.
We know she's an incredibly talented player. She's playing with the equally talented Rachel Gourley.
Yes.
Have you given her any advice this morning, or have you just kept your mouth shut and let her go for it?
Oh no, on the day I tend to stay out of it as much as possible. I went and said hello and went and said sorry that I'm not caddying because you've taken up my services instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the girls very relaxed. This is just what they do. They absolutely love to play golf and compete. So that's when actually they're at the most relaxed I see.
I mean, I said before, I talked about sort of mindset and mentality, having to play a lot of golf. However, having said that, a lot of us would actually quite like to be doing what they're doing. I would rather be playing 5 days of golf than going to an office. So
yeah, I think the girls are so determined to play lots of golf, but they're also so disciplined with their schoolwork as well. I know that every night since when they've got home, Rachel and her mum are actually staying with Lottie's family, who will all be here today. They're going home. They're doing all the coursework they need to be doing, all the homework they need to be doing. So they're dedicated in more than one way.
I mean, we must remember Lottie. She's 18, is that right?
Yeah.
I know you should never reveal a lady's age, but I'm sure she won't mind me saying that.
Yeah, 18 at the start of the year. Rachel's still 17, but they're both off to America for college this year as well.
So you can see them marching down the first here at Sunningdale. I'm just trying to see if I can get a marker on their balls. So semi-final 2 on the way down now at Sunningdale.
There's definitely one in the middle of the fairway.
And Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard taking on Lottie Woad and Rachel Gourley. And a decent following already, doesn't it? It looks like.
Yeah, a little mini gallery already forming.
It certainly is.
So I know that they'll be sticking to their usual order, which is Lottie on the odds and Rachel on the evens.
Okay, interesting.
That was decided way in advance when they played their practice rounds. I think there's a couple of tee shots that suited both of their eyes, on the odds for Lottie and evens for Rachel, so that's perfect for them.
So those tuning in for the first time to watch Sunningdale Foursomes, just take us through again the concept, how it actually works.
So it's Foursomes tournament, match play, knockout from the start. There's a unique handicapping system in which the professionals get a handicap of +1 per person, and the male amateurs get a handicap of scratch. Female professionals get a handicap of 1, and female amateurs get a handicap of 4. That means that and you get full allowance between the difference. So Lottie and Rachel technically combined become 8. They're playing 2 amateur males today. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep. So they're receiving 8 shots today.
So we can see Rachel down there, can't we, on the right, white cap. And she's about to play. So Matthew Emerson's asked us what speed the greens are running at. We will find out for you, Matthew. So stick with us.
Started up the right.
There it is.
Yeah, drawn back.
Run.
Very good.
It's Rachel Gourley, yeah.
Similar position to Ben earlier. Greens are running at 10, Ian.
Greens are running at 10. Thank you very much.
Although, according to Nick, Lottie's dad and caddy this week, the wind and the sun that we've had is actually, they feel that they've actually got a bit quicker than that, although the rain later will probably slow them down again, I think.
Yeah.
I think with the slopes on these greens, they often feel like they're much quicker than 10.
Yes. Bit of support coming in for a few players as well.
It's a good shot
on YouTube. That's a wonderful shot. Do get your messages of support in as well for the players. We want to hear from you, and we can see them. If we get a chance, we will say it to the players. We try not to disturb them too much during the tournament. There's a lot at stake. Normally we do walk the course and talk to the players, but I think it's quite tough, isn't it, sometimes, when there's quite a lot on the line. If this was sort of day 1 or day 2, we probably would, but we just want the players to focus on what they've got to do. I don't want to cause any distractions.
I think in between rounds they'll be open to a chat, maybe if they win.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Oh yes, so I always like that particular interview.
So you just lost. How do you feel?
Yeah, how do you feel? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing I don't have two black eyes, really.
So the girls actually get a shot on this first hole, according to the card that I've just looked at. So they're there for one, which can be quite frustrating when you're playing girls of this calibre.
Yeah. I mean, they're incredibly talented, aren't they? So are their opponents, shall we say. I mean, you've got to be, haven't you? You don't get to the semi-finals of the Sunningdale Foursomes, so you get found out pretty quick if you've got a bit of loose connections in your game.
Yeah, do right, and obviously the teamwork is a massive part of it as well. So relying on your partners and trusting your partners' golf. The girls here are, getting 4 shots apiece, total of 8. Technically, they're probably at the standard that some of the tour professional ladies are at. So they're in a strong position with a few more shots, perhaps than they need. But that's just a testament to how good they are.
And Lottie, I assume she's always seems so focused every time I've seen her play. She'll obviously be conscious that you're here, but it doesn't seem to. She doesn't seem bothered by it.
Yeah, there's lots of strengths in Lottie's game, technically, and but the mental side of things, her determination, her drive, her focus, exactly that. That's probably one of the best strengths to have as well.
So Richardson and Tom Sherreard teaming up. Things have gone particularly well for them so far up against Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley. It's the semi-final, second semi-final of the Sunningdale Foursomes here. The start of the European golf season has officially begun.
Oh, what a great shot.
Look at that.
Interesting, played it a different way to Ben earlier.
Yes.
He saw it along the ground. I found that when I was caddying on Wednesday, Lottie and Rachel both, they like to use loft around the greens, even if it doesn't necessarily need to go over anything in particular. And well, with that shot you can see why.
Absolutely. Nice little 7-iron bump and run usually for me from about there.
Or get the putter out, mate.
Not that bad, Luke.
So they left themselves about 5 foot up the hill there with a shot on this hole. So let's see if these two can hold it.
Lottie's dad there, a bit like me, he's a big Leeds fan, as is Lottie. So please no comments about the football today.
It was bad last night, wasn't it, Ian?
Worst performance seen all season, and having said that, we've lost 6-0 this season.
Bielsa back?
Bielsa back. Who's available?
I've actually become a bit of a Leeds fan because Lottie and Nick both support them, and one of my best friends does as well, so they're my second team. And my first team is Chelsea, so I've not got great choices at
You
the
might
moment.
be joining us actually in the Championship next season. Bit short.
Just short of the hole. Also know for a fact that the girls don't give much.
No. They're used to a lot of it. They're so young, but they're used to so much pressure.
Rachel's pulled that just to the left.
Got to make this though. Still got an opportunity here, the girls. Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard here.
Very good.
There we go. Right, let's head to the second, shall we? So this match all square. Edward Richardson, Tom Sherreard against Lottie, Woad, Rachel Gourley, all square. I was trying to find the buggy there, but it's this one down here, isn't it?
Yes.
So, how are you feeling after that, Luke? Just seeing him, perhaps a slight missed opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they did everything right, though. You can't do any more than what you did. Put it in close, give yourself a chance. Rachel just maybe misread it or just slightly pulled it, but I wouldn't read too much into it because another shot coming on the next hole as well.
Long way to go.
Girls, yeah.
So, second hole, talk us through it.
So, sort of semi-blind tee shot over the top of the hill, right to left. Really favours a slight draw off the tee, and it's a blind second shot as well. The green's below the level of where you're hitting from, and there's a bunker in the way. So it's tee shot puts you in position, and then it's just trying to avoid the trouble left and right of the green. Very slopey green from front to back as well.
Excellent. Now, if you do want to access the leaderboard or just find out more about Sunningdale Golf Club, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Just give it a click. It'll take you straight through to the Sunningdale website. How handy is that? If you want to get access to the leaderboard, just click the tournaments tab to Sunningdale Foursomes and just scroll down and the leaderboard will be straight there for you. Ball's just dropped off the tee.
Perfect drive.
That's wonderful.
Down the left side. Yeah, cut in the corner. Big bounce as well.
So here is Rachel.
Just been pushed down the right hand side. Just drawing back a touch.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Rough,
Yep.
semi-rough maybe.
Right, I'm going to go get the buggy and I'll meet you at the top and we're going to follow this group up the second. Now, if you do want to watch live golf in 2022, our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, that's the place to do it. There's a link also in the body of this broadcast. Just give it a click, hit subscribe. You can watch this live in HD, wherever you're watching this. Hello, welcome. Tell us where you're watching in the world as well. We do want to hear from you. Just want to say a big thank you to our broadcast partners, Golf Monthly magazine, Today's Golfer, Golf Magic, Women in Golf magazine, Women's Golf Network Europe, and of course all of our fans over in Singapore at Golf Asia. Hello, good morning. Welcome to a chilly Sunningdale Foursomes. Hello Leon, sorry about that. There you go. We get the luxury, and poor Leon with the camera has to walk. It's a bit of a hill here, Leon, so come have a seat. There's Luke there, look, we just kicked him out. Sorry, Luke. I said before, please do comment below if you've got a question. Remember, we can see them. If we don't read them out during the show, we always go back and have a look. So please do get your comments. We will try and get as many out as possible, of course. This is your show here today at Sunningdale. It's live. It's the semi-finals of the Sunningdale Foursomes. The golf season has started here in Europe. What a day, although there is the very serious threat of rain coming this afternoon. Hence the reason we're out so early. So hello, welcome. Do tell us, where in the world are you watching from? Are you local to Sunningdale? Whereabouts do you play? Give your home club a shout out as well. Tag them in. Give them a shout out. So, Luke, what do we have here? Did it land on the path?
Yeah, it looks like it's finished up on the path, which is pretty unusual because that's normally the ball bounces, rolls over it all comes back to where it started. But it's just taking a bit of relief, free relief, obviously.
If you're lucky, you sometimes get a bit of a kick off the path, don't you?
When I played here in October, I landed my first bounce on the path. It bounced all the way over there into that course. So
not so lucky then.
I blame the path. Got the rules official here.
Should we go over and see if we can have a listen in? Let's go. So get the microphone under, shall we have a listen?
Taking the one club length from the nearest point. Obviously they want to try and now find the best position within that club length.
Got a knee drop as well. The rules of golf are not so new anymore. It's been a couple of years now since they came into effect.
Yeah, it's what we're used to now, isn't it? Like anything, once you've done it a couple of times.
It's alright if you're young. You've got a strong back. So it's Lottie to play now.
Looks like that second drop just bounced back towards some of the thicker stuff. Yeah. So she's thinking about the line, just the best way to leave it. Yeah, maybe not go for the green, but leave it somewhere short, just so Rachel can pitch on. Again, they've got a shot here, remember. She's taking a hybrid. It's quite strongly downwind as well, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of good communication going on. That's Lottie's caddy. That's her dad there.
That's Nick, yeah. Like a great strike off that line, well done.
Well, we'll go have a look very
Good
shortly.
shot.
Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard. Their second shot here at the second Sunningdale Old Course. Second semi-final of the Sunningdale Foursomes.
Just under 200 yards there. Pushed slightly to the right-hand side of the pin. Should still be green vicinity at least. Even that far over the path, you still can't see, apart from a tall flag, you can't really see what you're aiming at in terms of where the green starts and finishes. It's one of those ones you need to know, but luckily they've played 5 rounds already, so they should know it by now.
Yes, yes. I was going to say, it's a big advantage actually, isn't it, having played all week here. There's no surprises anymore really. The only slight thing we might have struggled later is of course the weather.
Yeah, you've got your waterproofs with you, have you?
Don't mind a bit of rain. I only live up the road, so.
I bought a full kit bag, got change of clothes, everything.
I'm just going to move the buggy off over this way. So we've got a few comments coming in. A few fans watching from sunny Stoke-on-Trent. Is it sunny to this morning? It's quite nice down here. Rooting for James and Paul. Do get your comments in. Like I said, we would normally have a chat with the players, but we're just going to let them crack on for now. Give you a little update as well on Group 1. Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen and Hewson and Ben Brewer tied through 2.
Should get the result of 3 soon as well, because it looks like they've finished that hole in front.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. We will catch up with them in the second broadcast here, so don't worry. And you will see plenty of action from Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen later in the show. We are here at the minute. Your second semi-final.
Both balls have been hit just slightly over the back of a green. It rolls down. We're now hitting up onto the tabletop. I mean, it's not much green to work with, but it is into the breeze and against the slope, so it's tough. Bear in mind here, the other girls do have a shot, so if this needs to be put a bit of pressure on the girls, this needs to go in close.
So it is advantage Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley on this hole. Edward Richardson, Tom Sherreard.
Oh, he's gone for the low one. I think that's safe. That's a great shot.
It's a wonderful shot. He's put the pressure on, hasn't he?
Very good.
So, Rachel Gourley now under a bit of pressure. Match that.
I can pretty much guarantee she won't be taking the low option. It will be a 60 degree. She'll be looking to land it on the green and stop it quick.
I can see the angle on that wedge already.
struck. Oh, that was deft, very deft touch. Look
Wonderful.
at those two shots.
Look at that.
That's just the beauty of this game, isn't it? Look at those two different ways of getting the ball to the same hole. Fantastic stuff.
It's just feel then. Just what you're comfortable with.
It's what you're comfortable with, what you've practiced, and what you trust. There's no right or wrong way. That's for sure.
Just gonna get off his eye line just in case.
That's
Made it. Excellent.
Right in the middle.
They have a shot though, the girls here, don't they? So this is this need to win the hole.
To go one up. It's no more than 2 feet. Understandably, the gents are seeing this one in, and the girls have a shot. You've got to absolutely make sure they know they're under in a game.
Here we are at 2, second green. This is for Lottie, Woad, Richardson, Gourley to go one up.
Very
Gonna
good.
make it.
Yep, one up.
Well, let's head to 3, shall we? And like I said, don't worry, we are going to follow the first group as well in throughout the day. We're just going to follow this group up 3, and then we're probably going to head off to a short break and then catch up for the finals of the semi-final, both groups as well. Still a lot of golf to be played. Of course, we've got the final to bring you later as well in what could be rather tricky conditions. I am just going to park the buggy down here, I think, actually, Luke.
Leon does a lot of miles, doesn't he?
Do you know what? He really, really does. I always promise I'll get him a buggy. I'll drive him back to the college, get him a nice coffee.
Lovely. And then you go back out there and get him soaking wet.
And then we'll go out. Well, that's the beauty of having a buggy. If it does rain, at least we've got a brolly and we've got a bit of cover. So it's part of the sport, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It's an outdoor
we've had
sport.
it many a times.
So they're interestingly off the furthest back tees on this hole.
Well, they all play off the same tees, interestingly, don't they?
Yeah,
Hence the handicap, really.
Exactly, yeah. So, but they've been playing them on Wednesday. A lot of the tees were forward, which really suited the girls. The advantage of
get in if you like.
the advantage of the distance. Some of the gents hit it, but the girls haven't hit it by any means.
So we don't.
Yeah, we're off the very back tees here. So it's not a long hole anyway, but just makes it something to think about. I think that brings one of the fairway bunkers into play for Lottie here.
It's gone right, I think, isn't it, off the tee? And I can tell you, Luke, Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen suddenly shot to 2 up through 4.
Wow, so they've won third.
Against Hewson and Ben Brewer. So, yeah, it's well on the way now. And of course, Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley one up against Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard. That's the group we're with now. I'm just going to head down here and pick Leon up, actually. Poor lad's,
I'll go by foot.
He's probably had enough of walking right now. So I'm going to just whip down here and go pick him up. So keep your comments coming in, people. We want to hear from you. And don't forget, if you do want to find out more about Sunningdale Golf Club, or you want to access the leaderboard, please, you can do. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Just give it a click to Sunningdale Golf Club website. You can get the leaderboard that way too. And if you want to watch live golf in 2022, Live Sport Now on YouTube, that's the best place to watch it all. So Lottie, Woad, Rachel Gourley, one up through two. Come on, Leon, in your pop. Give your feet a rest. There we go. They are about to play the second shot, so we might just head straight up to the green. Okay, let's wait. Catch him on the flip side. It's Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard. Over on the right, one down. It's the third hole here at Sunningdale's second semi-final. Of course, we've got the final coming up for you later as well. Torrential rain is forecast for today. There's Rachel Gourley. Hence the reason we've come out early doors. I think originally we were looking at about a 9:30 start. Instead we've come out at 8 a.m.
As I said, the back tee put that fairway bunker into play for Lottie, and she has put it in there. About a 100-yard shot for Rachel here from the bunker. Yeah, that's a great shot. Shot forward, then spun. It's below the hole, probably 20 feet short.
Good stuff. Right, let's head up to the green. Well, what a morning we've had so far. Plenty of action-packed excitement. We're going to stick around just whilst they hole out here, and then we're going to go to a short break. The first hour of play is almost done here at Sunningdale in the semi-finals. Don't worry though, that's not it for today. We've got plenty of live golf to be bringing you. We're going to be back out on the back nine to bring you the end of both semi-finals, and then of course we'll be bringing you that final live and exclusive with Live Sport Now. Give us a click, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch the Sunningdale Foursomes, of course. You can watch England Golf 2020 Pro Tour, Faldo Series events. You can watch it all live and free with us. Is it? Good.
Like your commentary, you're taking it up professional now.
We go way back here now.
One up on it.
Yes.
So we've got the girls to go first here, Ian. They're below the hole. That's a good thing on this one. The gents will have a downhill, downwind putt. It doesn't do much this green, except it slopes from back to front. That's a pretty good shot from the bunker there from Rachel. Both outside chances, these putts.
So I'm assuming it's no shots on this one.
No, this is no shot hole. The same on the next as well, actually. Par 3 up the hill. Site of one of my most famous bunker shots. You can ask Lottie about that later.
It was good then.
Well, I got it out.
Luke, we've got a question coming in for you as Lottie plays her part. Matthew Emerson's asked the shot we saw actually from Rachel on the previous hole onto the green, that 60-degree wedge. He's really asked, is there a particular technique to use? Do you teach Lottie a technique, for example, or is it just all about feel?
So with the short clubs, you've got to make sure first of all that you get the good contact, and that's just reps, hours and hours and hours of practicing from multiple lies, and then you do some testing and on your short game area where you're practicing your landing spot, you're constraining the outcome. So you say, I've got to land it past a certain point, stop it by another certain point, and that just gets you don't just have feel, you earn feel. Yeah. So you've got to practice properly in order to gain that, and the girls will be doing that. Almost the majority of their practice time will be spent in that area of the game.
So to tie the hole and it's run through.
It's just run through a couple of feet. The girls, as I say, they don't give much. They're looking at it, and they're going to make them putt it. Oh, the steely silence.
Well, rightly so as well, to be fair.
I know, but it's only the third hole. It's only a couple of feet. These guys eat these for breakfast.
These girls are brutal, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But they're smiling. I think they know they're being a bit cheeky here. Look at that.
Well, I don't know.
It's not really new putting, remember it. Yeah, never in doubt.
In it goes. So
the guys know the way of the game. You've got to hold them out.
we're just going to watch them tee off here because it's a lovely little par 3 before we break off the broadcast and go to a break before getting back out onto the course to bring you the remainder of the semi-final. Now, one thing we've never ever seen, Luke, is a hole-in-one live. Now would be a nice time to see it. Remain one up through 3 against Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard as we approach the par 3 fourth here at Sunningdale.
The yardage for this hole on Wednesday was 146, and that was with the pin at the very back. We've got a straight right to left crosswind here, but the pin is probably 20 yards shorter in that pin. It's front right with a right to left wind. This is not a pin to start getting too cute with. I think it's either going to be 6 or 7 for Rachel here. She's a drawer of the ball, so this wind plus her shape, I would say don't even worry about the pin. Get pin high left. Just make sure you get the right club.
It's fairly short yardage, but I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. It is quite an elevation up there.
No shots again on this hole. Sound like it was struck all that well.
It's just dropped down, isn't it?
Off the toe. Hopefully it catches up. Yeah, it's okay. It's a difficult chip for Lottie now. Didn't quite make it to that front edge of the green.
I think we'll see this hole out actually because we're going to see an interesting shot here. I think Matthew Emerson might get to see another one of his wedge shots that he wants to see. I'm going to grab the buggy and just pick Liam up.
That one's just gone over the hump, front of the green, should be pin high right.
we're going to head up to the par 3 forfeit at Sunningdale. This is semi-final 2. Don't worry if you are wanting to keep up to speed with the first semi-final as well. We followed them down 1, but we are going to catch up with them in the second broadcast to the finish. So you will see semi-final 1 as well. Plenty of shots as they happen live.
So you've got the loft in the hands again. Got to trust the acceleration. Got to be a long enough swing. Too short, I think.
Get up.
But she has kept it underneath the hole. She won't be happy with it. But as you can see, this green is really severely sloped here, and it's back from back to front. There's a false front at the bottom, which Lottie just got over there with her pitch.
Yeah.
I'd rather be 8 feet below the hole than 4 feet.
I was going to say it looks pretty petrifying being above it. Certainly looking down this great cavern of space over here as well. It's got to play a bit of a psychological part on your shot.
So the guys are directly above the hole. It's quick. Maybe 10, maybe 15 feet to go. I think they might be just trying to get this one next to the hole, get the gimme, and make the girls putt theirs. See what's left there. Let's have a look.
Let's get a bit closer, shall we? Yeah, you might be able to see better on camera than we can.
No, they've been given. So, this for the half.
So there we go, to move back
All square.
to all square. Right, we are going to head off for a little break ourselves as well. I believe we might be able to put the leaderboard actually on the screen for you, so you can see for yourself how things are panning out. If we could get that up. I can tell you though, Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen are 1 up through 5 against Hewson and Ben Brewer. And here, Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard and Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley through 4. And they are all square. Luke, I don't know about you, but I think it's time for a coffee.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to carry on watching the game.
You
as you can imagine.
carry on watching the game. You carry on watching the game, absolutely. We will catch up with you probably on the back 9 early doors. We're going to head off for a short break. So we hope you enjoyed the first hour's play so far. We will be back, though, on the back 9 to see out the semi-final. So don't worry. Don't go too far. I really hope you enjoyed it so far. You want to find out more about Sunningdale Golf Club, you can. Just click the website. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. And don't forget you can watch live golf in 2022 on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now. We'll see you so very soon after we've had a nice bit of coffee. Thank you very much. Northwood, one of his players. Oh my word!
On camera.
On camera as well. And it's in, and he's done it. And Hugo Leon is going to be the winner. Look at what it means. Right, hello everybody, it's Ian here from Live Sport Now, and we're about to get back out on the course for the second half of the semi-final of the Sunningdale Foursomes. Now, as you can see, actually, we very politely and very nicely from Sunningdale put us in the foundry room. It's very nice indeed. You can see the coffee cups behind us. We're nicely refreshed, and we're almost ready to get back out. So don't go too far, because your on-course action is going to start very, very soon. We're just going to jump in the buggy, get out onto the course. As you can see, with regards to the leaderboard here, Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen 3 up through 10 against Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer. Are they on their way to the final? And Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley 2 up through 7 against Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard. We're going to catch up with Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer very shortly. We've got to get out, put our waterproofs on, because I can tell you the rain has just started to come down as well. Ouch. So don't go too far. Go make yourself a nice cup of coffee. It's probably a bit early for lunch, is it, maybe? Oh yeah, God, it's not even 10 o'clock, is it? Blimey. Go get a mid-morning snack, and we'll be back live on the course very, very shortly. See you soon. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action. Almost bang on cue, and as you can see, we're at the 12th here at Sunningdale. We've got Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen, who are 4 up through 11 against Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer. So you join us at a critical time in this semi-final of the iconic Sunningdale Foursomes here. Rain has just started to come down as well. It was forecast, and I don't think it's going to leave either. It's going to slow the greens up quite significantly, isn't it? But it's looking good so far for Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen. Just to keep you updated as well, in the other semi-final, Richardson, Tom Sherreard playing against Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley. Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley are 2 up through 8. Now, if you joined us for the early morning session, we were joined by Luke Bone, our final golf club captain, and Lottie's coach. He's actually now on the bag for Rachel, so he won't be joining us now, but we will catch up with him and get some insight as well. But here we are at 12. So as you can see, Ben Brewer is going to have to hold here. But so far, Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen going very well. 4 up through 11 in the first semi-final here at Sunningdale Golf Club. So Ben Brewer just stood lining up his putt now on his haunches. They put it away, so I can say actually Ben Brewer and Alice won that hole, so they now move to, so it's Paul, Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen 3 up through 12 as they approach the short par 3 here, 13th. What a lovely hole we've got coming up. So a bit of change here. Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen 3 up through 12. Alice Hewson and Ben Brewer keep on going. So you do it, Ben. Keep going. How's it going out there?
A bit of a struggle today. These guys are playing great. So
yeah. Bit of momentum now though. You just took that hole.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully we can keep that going. So
cheers. Good luck. Keep going. How you doing? All right.
Good. How are you?
Very well. Good to see you again. Maybe they could get a bit of momentum going. We've seen it before numerous times, haven't you? You're never out of it. If there's a sniff of a chance, you can stay in it. Now we're going to this elevated tee box here. It's par 3, 13th. It's a glorious, glorious hole. .185 yards from the back, although the pin is cut well off left, as you can see. So welcome back if you are just come back. If you didn't catch the earlier session, you can watch all of the videos back. Every shot that we've taken so far, it will stay wherever you're watching this broadcast right now. We are live sport now. We're here for the very final semi-finals and of course final later today of the Sunningdale Foursomes. Watch it live. Just started to have a little bit of rain. And Ben Brewer and Alice Hewson have just managed to pull a hole back, so they're 3 down, stood on the 13th tee, and it's Ben Brewer to go first. It's landed plumb centre of the green. Great shot here. Encouragement for his playing partner Alice there. Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen playing against them, as we just heard from Ben. They've clearly been playing very well today. He wants it to come left. Great shot. Nice one, mate. Well done. So we're going to march our way down to the green now. Semi-final 2 are a couple of holes back, I think, so we're going to stay with this group for a bit longer. In fact, we'll probably stay with them till they close out. How long is that going to be? Well, we're going to find out. Remember, get your comments in. We do want to hear from you. This is your show. We're right in the heart of the action, walking the course with the players here. We are live sport now. Check us out on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, hit subscribe. You can watch live golf in 2022 live and free and in HD. Now, if you also want to find out more about Sunningdale Golf Club, or you want to access the leaderboard as well, you can. There's a link also in the body of this broadcast which will take you through to the Sunningdale website. Give it a click. All the information you need. If you want to access the leaderboard, there's a tournament tab at the top. Click that. There's a drop down, Sunningdale Foursomes. Click that and just scroll down. That's what you've got to do. And you can check out all of the scores actually from the entire tournament. 128 pairs started on Tuesday, and we're down to 4. And this afternoon, we'll be down to 2. And then later this afternoon, we'll just have 1 remaining. Tends to be how these things work. Of course, it's match play, foursomes, alternate shots, and there is a handicap system in place as well. We're going to hear from Sophie Walker a little bit later. She can tell us more about that. She was here a couple of years ago, filmed a wonderful piece, so we'll play that out for you later. So par 3, 13th here. And you have to say it's slight advantage. It's going to be Alice Hewson who's going to try and put this one closer, or even put it in. They've just pulled 1 back, so they're only 3 down now. Can they have a bit of swing of momentum and really get back into this game? Against the incredibly strong pairing of Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen. Going to have the legs. It's a wonderful shot. Oh! Oh! It did have the legs. Well, not that we needed any evidence of how these two gentlemen are playing, but that was proof enough, isn't it, that they're on their game today. Sort of way, cut right to left. What can Alice do here? Now this will be to win the hole and pull another one back. It's not easy. It's not as flat as it looks, this green. Although she is ugly on the flattest part of it. Oh, she's made it. Wow, incredible stuff. So back-to-back hole wins for Ben Brewer and Alice. He's going to look at Alice's arms aloft. Fantastic stuff. Excuse me. So we head to 14. And Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen, the lead has been cut from 4 down to 2 as we head to 14. Alice, that was some shot, well done. Of course, made with the tee shot as well, Ben.
That's the first birdie all week we've made off one of my shots into birdie.
Pulled two back, a bit of momentum now, chat. So there you go. Good teamwork there from Alice and Ben. Alice handing all the credit to Ben for the tee shot. It's a team game, and they're back in this. Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, 2 up through 13. So it's game on here. So Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, 2 up through 13. And Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard still 2 down to Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley through 8. That hasn't updated for a while though, so I imagine they're a bit further along. You can access the leaderboard as well anytime. As I said before, there's a link in the body of this broadcast to the Sunningdale Golf website. Give it a click and you can access the leaderboard. So click the tournaments tab at the top, the drop down, Sunningdale Foursomes, scroll down and it'll be there for you. Of course, we'll keep you updated in this live broadcast though, all the way through. So Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen looking to pull something back here. We are at 14 here at Sunningdale. It's par 5, 503 yards. So 477 from the white tees, as you can see. Right, I'm going to go grab the buggy. We'll take a little drive down. What we'll do, we'll pop the scoreboard up for you just for a second again, just so you can see. I'll keep the commentary on, of course, just so you can see how this match, since we've gone live, has swung already. Maybe it's down to us, Leon, who knows? Maybe it's all thanks to us. We're just going to get ourselves into the buggy, drive ourselves down. That's the state of play with things at the minute. It's the semi-final of the Sunningdale Foursomes, the iconic 1934 Sunningdale Foursomes has been going. 128 pairs started. Might help if I put the key in the buggy, wouldn't it? Started on Tuesday. A lot of our good friends have been playing as well. A certain Mr. Chris Pro Tour, sadly eliminated in the first round. Sorry chaps, sorry to bring that up. So whilst we're driving our way down, we have a little video to play for you as well. We did play out at the top of the show. Sophie Walker came down a couple of years ago. She played in the Sunningdale Foursomes numerous times. And she's got a little bit of information about what the Sunningdale Foursomes is, the format and how it's played. Roll VT.
Sunningdale Foursomes is always played in March, and you can be a male professional or amateur and a female professional or amateur. Now the male pros play a +1, the amateurs play a scratch, the women pros play a 2 handicap and the amateur women play a 4 handicap. All of us play off the very back tees here at Sunningdale, so we're playing it nearly as long as we possibly can. Now the old course is generous for people that don't hit it as far as me, but the new course is very long. You play 1 round on the old and 1 round on the new on the Tuesday, and then once you get through there, everything's on the old course. So you'll start off with 2 rounds on the Tuesday and 1 on the Wednesday, or vice versa, and then you're going into 36-hole match play all the way through to the final.
This one's just there. It's almost done. Right, let's take that leaderboard down. We are back out down the fairway of the 14th. Have to. Just see if I can listen in, see what they're saying over here. Let's look and see if it's plugged. Nice shot, yeah. Even a call from Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen saying nice shot. There you go, just for the camera, that one. So let's give you an update as well. Lottie, Woad, Rachel, Gourley, 2 up through 11. Richardson and Tom Sherreard in semi-final 2. Good contact. Let's go pick Lee up. And let's head to the green. Up we go. So this enthralling contest continues here at Sunningdale. Hendriksen and Ruth are 2 up as we're on the 14th here against Brewer and Hewson. But Brewer and Hewson have won the last 2 holes back to back, so has momentum swung? Since the cameras arrived with this group, they've certainly almost gone to a new level. We must say a big thank you to the players as well. They've all been superb, I have to say, having us here, welcoming us here, talking to us. You're going to have a look at the players. They're just walking up now. There's Alice and Ben on the far side. There's Jimmy and Paul as well. We will catch up with the players after, once we know who the finalists are going to be. Get reaction from them. It's no mean feat either to have reached the semi-finals. Round 1 was played on Monday, rounds 2 and 3 on Wednesday, then rounds 4 and the quarter-finals yesterday, and today the semi-finals and the final. It's been a jam-packed schedule of golf. We are now here live all the way to the finish with the semi-finals, and then we'll be bringing you the final live too. Just have a nice little drive. Big thank you to Sunningdale for the hospitality as well, to put us up in the foundry room. Very nice it is.
Okay, can you get the scoreboard up? I want to wipe it.
Right, let's just, as we're walking down, let's pop the leaderboard up onto the screen. We're just going to give the lens a wipe whilst we do that. So that's how things currently look at a minute. Let's bring it down because we've now got to the 14th green here. Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen in deep discussion. What's going through their minds? They had a 4-hole lead at one point. It's been dropped down to 2. How are we doing, chaps? All right? Yeah.
Commentating you.
Need to grab you after. Trying to, anyway. So here's Alice Hewson, par 5 14th here. Just rolling to the fringe. Big opportunity for Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen here. So welcome back if you are tuning in. You join us at a critical stage here of the Sunningdale Foursomes Semi-Final. This is the clash between Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen against Ben Brewer and Alice Hewson. It's 2 up to Jimmy Ruth and Hendriksen. We're on the 14th. This is the 14th green right now. Flat. Does slope a little bit off to the right. Here is Ben Brewer. They've won back-to-back holes, Hewson and Brewer. This is going to be close. Come round, come round. There you go, they've taken it away. And there you go. So Hendriksen and Ruth take the hole and they go back to 3 up as we head to 15. So it's quite simple. Hendriksen and Ruth win the hole, they win the match and they're in the final. I'm just going to get the buggy. I'll meet you over there. It's the 15 here, it's long par 3, 222 from the white markers. Pin cut, almost plumb centre, isn't it? A little bit to the back. Off they go. So it's quite simple really. If Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen win this hole, they will win the match and move to the final of the Sunningdale Foursomes. Of course, we will be live for that. The weather is starting to turn as well. And behind, Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley are going well. We're just going to pop ourselves back in the buggy. In fact, let's just pop that leaderboard up very quickly onto the screen just whilst we drive down. Probably not the most exciting thing in the world for you to watch us drive a buggy, but it's not far because it's only a par 3. 222 from the tee box. And this match could be over at this hole. 3 up. It's Hewson. There were 4 up at one point, the two gentlemen. Back-to-back hole wins at 12 and 13. Brought them straight back into play, but unfortunately they've just lost. Right, here we are at 15. I think we might have just had a touch of signal breakup, but we are back. Here we are. We are live, of course, on the course. We're right in the heart of the action. There's no nice studio for us. We are out on the course with the players. You'll hear from them first as soon as this match finishes. It's not over yet, though. We are on the 15th green, the par 3. Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen win the hole. They win the match. It's a very, very difficult part uphill for Alice Hewson. The pin is cut right on the slope. Here on the old course at Sunningdale. Go on, push on, push on. Great putt. It's kept him in. Now it's a long one. Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen have a shot to win the match. Gonna take it back. So to win the match, and move into the final of the Sunningdale Foursomes 2022. Oh. So Hendriksen and Ruth remain 3 up as we head to 16, so it's quite simple. The maths couldn't be any easier. Brewer and Hewson have to win the hole, otherwise the two gentlemen to my right will be going through to the final. So we move to 16, which runs adjacent to us. Ben, still in it?
Still in it, just kicking. It's not over yet, but
12-13. I thought building a bit of momentum here, getting back into it, but you just never know.
yeah, these guys are good. They're really good. They're a good, strong pairing, and I think they're 3-4 under for the day. So it's some proper golf. I'm struggling with my back, and Alice has just been so solid. So just trying to battle away.
Keep going.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for talking to us, Ben. I really appreciate you taking the time out. We're going to stay down this end actually. We'll be able to see the tee shots go down, and then we're going to cut straight across to the fairway. So 16, as you can see, does run adjacent to us. You can see the players just walking down now. Big thank you to Ben. He's been great, isn't he, talking to us mid-round. We normally like to do that, but under the pressure circumstances, we haven't done a great deal of it today. But you will hear from the players as soon as this match finishes, and we know who is going to the final. Is it going to be Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, or can Ben Brewer and Alice Hewson win the remaining holes and take it to a playoff? That would be quite something, wouldn't it? It's happened before. This is not over yet. So tee shot's been played. Hendriksen and Ruth. And we're going to head down the fairway. Just pop that leaderboard up quickly, just so you can see how things are panning out in the other match as well. And, Alice Hewson's on the tee box. We're going to catch up with them sort of down the fairway. I can't actually see what the score is, so I wonder if my producer could just tell me the score on the Lottie Rachel game. That would be most appreciated. Still 2 up through 11. I believe they might even be on 13, so just needs to update a little bit. Let's have a look at where these tee shots landed as we come down. Let's pop that leaderboard down. We're on our way up the 16th now. And one is plumb centre fairway. Yeah, the Hendriksen Roof have given themselves a fantastic approach shot in. Hewson, who took the tee shot as well for Brewer Hewson team. Lisa Savage, the rain has actually stopped a little bit too, which is rather pleasant. And there they are, look, great tee shot that, by the way. They're almost side by side. So the 16th par 4, 4-2-3 is the yardage from the tee box. We're on the scorecard. Here is Ben Brewer. So Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, 3 up, 3:15. We're on 16 right now, as you can see. So it could end here. Alex Hewson and Ben, they have to win this, and there's a bit of discussion going on. I'm not too sure what it's about. Let's see if I can get over in time just to find out what he's saying. I just wonder if it's landed on a awkward lie. Let's have a listen in.
So I'll play, that's fine, it's not the end of the world.
Hearing, I think the ball might have moved actually. Through no fault of anybody. So, it's a good lie anyway, to be fair. It is very, very breezy down here at the minute. Wind behind us pushing up to the green. Slightly bring it into the right. But it's close, boys, and they've got a huge advantage here. Jimmy Ruth and Paul Hendriksen. Is this the hole where it's going to end? We're going to find out very soon. Let's head up to the green. This match will be drawing to a close. Let's pop the leaderboard up very quickly just whilst we get ourselves up there. I can see the group behind as well. They are heading up 15-2. No, sorry, they're on 14. I can see them just approaching the 14th green. I can see Luke Bone over there. So, like I say, as soon as this game finishes, we will head over to the second semi-final, right to the finish. This match might be about to come to its conclusion in the Sunningdale Foursomes. This is the first semi-final. We might be about to meet our first finalists for 2022. Okay, here we are. Let's pop that leaderboard down if it's still up, because it's almost time. And Paul Hendriksen and Jimmy Ruth really have a huge, huge opportunity here. Good shots by both though, great approach shots. Part 4 here. The rain is just starting to come down, I think, again. And the wind has just picked up quite substantially. With so much on the line, I think they're going to ask him to play it, are they? Yes. No call to give in here. Whatever you do, Leon, don't step back because there's a big bucket of sand behind you. You'll be going straight into you've been framed. Leon, our cameraman, full credit to him, he's doing a wonderful job. He is literally stood on the precipice of the bunker and it's a big drop. If you do see the camera start going roly-poly, we know why. Oh, okay. Now they're going to play. It just ran a bit further than I think he'd be comfortable with. Makes it. Pressure putt, excellent stuff. To win the match then, for Hendriksen.
Brewer and Hewson win the hole.
Oh, we keep going. Okay, there we go. Yes, it is. You're absolutely correct there. That was for the hole. That was for the hole. So Brewer and Hewson take it to 17 to get a shot there. Of course, used the handicap system. So we move to 17. So Hendriksen and Ruth, 2 up. And here we are, the tee box for 17. Hewson and Brewer did what they had to do at 16. They had to win the hole, and they did, to take it to 17. But the situation remains the same. They have to win 17. So par 4, 417 is the yardage marker. And let's head down. Is this the moment? Well, let's find out. Let's pop the leaderboard up just so you can see how things are getting on with the group behind. So the players are heading off, the group behind going well. Now, maybe if you like what you've seen so far, you want to find out more about our live golf coverage. LiveSportNow.uk is the place to go. You can also watch all our live golf on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now. There is a link in the body of this broadcast that would take you straight through to our YouTube channel. Do hit subscribe. You can watch plenty of live golf in 2022, including the Faldo Series as well, the World's Elite Junior Tour. Plenty coming up for you. And if you do want to find out more about Sunningdale Golf Club, and why on earth wouldn't you, there's also a link in the body of the broadcast too, just above actually our YouTube link as well. It'll take you straight through to the Sunningdale Golf Club website, and you can also access the leaderboard that way too. There's a tournament tab across the top. Click that, hit Sunningdale Foursomes, and just scroll down and you can catch all of the leaderboard action too. But for now, we are going to head to 17 because this match is one way or another drawing to a close, and so far Hewson and Ben Brewer are staying in the game. The two down on 17 against Ruth and Paul Hendriksen. We make our way down a glorious hole. We can take the leaderboard down now as we're just driving along, catching up with the players. Of course, the handicap system involved with the Sunningdale Foursomes as well makes for quite a unique tournament as well. Since 1934, the Sunningdale Foursomes has really marked the start of the golf season in Europe. 128 pairs started on Tuesday. We're down to 4, and very shortly we'll be down to 2 for the final. So I'm just going to stop here whilst I play the shot to Ruth and Hendriksen. I mean, it really does make for a wonderful sight, doesn't it? The Sunningdale Golf Clubhouse in the background. If you're local, remember you can come down. Spectators are allowed. We'd love to see you down here. I know the forecast is due for quite a bit of torrential rain. I think we're actually hoping to get the final underway pretty quick. Once both these semi-finals finish, we're just going to pop back to the clubhouse, reset up the final feed and change batteries, etc., and then get back out onto the course for the final of the 2022 Sunningdale Foursomes. It's exciting, it's action-packed, it really is. What a wonderful tournament to really get the year going. First time it's ever been broadcast live as well. So Hewson, she's going to be playing the approach shot in here at 17, par 4. Second semi-final between Edward Richardson and Tom Sherreard and Lottie, Woad and Rachel Gourley is very close indeed. Woad and Gourley are 1 up through 13. Due to the handicap system, they get 8 shots though on Edward and Tom. As you can see, the wind is bellowing now off to the left. Let's just look at that flag. Taking a pounding. The weather is coming. We've got very light spits of rain. It is due to get very heavy. That's a wonderful shot. The rain is due to come down incredibly heavy from about 2 o'clock. So I know the organisers here at Sunningdale, they really want to get the final going straight away. We will literally just get back to the clubhouse, reset up, get back out for the final once they've both finished. Remember to get your comments in as well. We want to hear from you. This is your show, really. We're here to give you the very best of the golf in action as it happens. Behind the scenes look. We'll catch up with the players as soon as this round finishes too. You tell us what you want to see. Now, a little bit earlier, we followed the second semi-final for quite a few holes. Hence the reason why really we've decided to well, this group teed off first, and it looks like the game that's going to be done first. Rachel and Lottie are 1 up in their match. They're currently, I think they're just about to finish 14 themselves, so there's still a bit of time to go yet in that one So we're going to see this one right out to the finish, and it could end on this hole. It's quite simple. If Ben Brewer and Alice Hewson don't win it, then it will be Ruth and Hendriksen into the final. So Jimmy Ruth, Paul Hendriksen, 2 up through 16. Oh, wonderful. Good effort. It's close. We'll mark it though. The right thing to do. No quarter given by Brewer and Hewson here. And rightly so. We'll be going to the 18th. So here we go. To win the match. Paul Hendriksen, Jimmy Ruth. And it's in. Fantastic. Congratulations. Paul Hendriksen, Jimmy Ruth, 2022 Sunningdale Foursomes finalists. Gentlemen, quick word just before you disappear. I can see from the sigh of relief there. You certainly pushed you close, don't you? But I spoke to Ben before. He said you guys have been absolutely on fire. Talk us through that round.
Yeah, we've been in this event quite a lot over the years, and the furthest we got was quarterfinals. And yeah, just to get through today was we were really pleased, weren't we, to do that. So to get now into the finals, just yeah, it's great.
I mean, of course, you were 4 up at one point, and in 12-13, you just start to peg back. A few nerves settling in, or was it just?
No, not so much. You know, both very good players. When you give them 4 shots, it's tricky. Obviously, Alice is a really good golfer, and you know, we knew still giving shots at 12 and 16, never over, even 4 up. And like I say, made a couple of birdies. good win at 14, but yeah, you've got to, even 16, 17 there, they hold out. You are then a bit nervy going up the last one up. You can't make any mistakes, but yeah, you just got to keep just trying to play solid golf. That's the key, isn't it?
You guys are so cool though, out there, cool as cucumber. Honestly, I'm telling you. Look, we're expecting a bit of bad weather for the final. You got your waterproofs with you?
I've got waterproofs. I've sent my caddy on a waterproof course, so hopefully he can help me with the rain, but we'll see. We'll see if that works.
I've won Dartmoor, so I'm used to the bad weather.
Oh, you'll be right then. Yeah. Guys, congratulations. Let you get off anyway. Thanks for talking to us. We really, really do appreciate it. Jimmy, Ruth, Paul, Hendriksen, your finalists. Let's see if we can quickly grab Ben and Alice as well. I just want to have a quick word with them if I can. Ben and Alice, can I have a quick word if that's all right, guys? That's it. Get his milk in. Alice, quick word if we may.
What happened to fuzzy stick? Excuse you.
It's because of the wind. Because of the wind.
Don't talk about him like that.
And hair. It's about the same, isn't it? Look at that. About the same. Ben, we've spoken quite a lot today. I really, really appreciate you taking time out during a tricky round. But you ran them quite close in the end, didn't you? Sort of 12, 13, you're really getting a bit of momentum going. Was 14 a bit of a sucker punch?
Yeah, I mean, they played the hole really well. There wasn't a huge amount we could do. Made a good birdie up there. So, no, I mean, we battled really well today. Yeah. Ben just struggled a little bit with his back. So, no, really, we've battled well.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You should be the one with the bad back carrying me.
No, teamwork.
Not at all.
I'll tell you something, you should be, I mean, look, getting through to the semi-finals is no mean feat at all, is it? Tell us about your week here at Sunningdale.
This has been unbelievable. Like, for anyone who's never played this event, this is my first time.
And mine.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been
future winners here, definitely future winners here.
We'll be back, that's for sure.
We're definitely going to be back. It's been amazing. Yeah.
Look, guys, thanks so much for talking to us. Not quite the finish you wanted,
you.
but you should be incredibly proud. Just making it through to Friday, some achievement.
Well
done. Thank you very much. Right, there we go. We have our first finalists into the 2022 Sunningdale Foursomes. So, you know what that means, doesn't it? We're going to have to go back and catch up with the second semi-final. Let's pop that leaderboard up for you so we can see how that pans out whilst we go and try and catch up with them. We're going to get to the buggy.
About 15, 14, 15.
I think so, yeah.
All uphill from here, though.
That's why we've got a buggy. Right, hello everyone, it's Ian here from Live Sport Now. Now the second semi-final is almost finished actually. The rain has started to come, so we've just come in to change over to the waterproof gear ready for the final. Rachel Gourley and Lottie Woad 2 up. They're on 17 at the minute. Of course, we will keep you up to speed with everything as it happens, but the final will be getting underway very shortly. You will see all of it live and exclusive right here with us, so don't go too far. I really hope you've enjoyed the coverage of the semi-finals. We'll be bringing you the final live. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, it will be the final of the 2022 Sunningdale Foursomes. Thanks for watching. One of his players. Oh my word!
On camera.
On camera as well. And it's in, and he's done it. And Hugo Leon is going to be the winner. Look at what it means.